Chapter 1: The Arrival. The audiobook opens with the jarring clang of heavy doors slamming shut, a chilling reminder of the loss of freedom. Marcus stands in the dimly lit intake area of the maximum security prison, his heart racing as uncertainty envelops him. The harsh fluorescent lights flicker overhead, casting unsettling shadows as he takes in the sterile, gray environment. Prisoners shuffle past him, their faces etched with stories of regret and sorrow. In the background, the distant echo of shouted orders and metallic clinks creates a cacophony that heightens his anxiety. This is a world of confinement, where time seems to stand still, and the weight of past choices hangs heavy in the air. As Marcus grapples with fear and isolation, he knows he must navigate this new reality. This first chapter sets the stage for a journey filled with unexpected bonds, revealing the complexities of life behind bars in the struggle for redemption. Chapter 2: First Night Reflections. As the heavy clang of the cell door echoed through the corridors, Marcus settled onto the creaking metal bed, his heart racing in the darkness. Shadows danced along the walls, and the distant sounds of inmates shouting highlighted the reality of his confinement. Every noise, the shuffling of feet, the metallic clang of utensils, felt overwhelming. He took a deep breath, grappling with the weight of regret and fear coursing through him. Huddled in his corner, Marcus's thoughts turned to the world he left behind. Just then, a soft voice cut through the tension. Jamila, a fellow inmate, spoke with a comforting familiarity. Their conversation eased his anxiety as she shared stories of her life, painting a picture of a person beyond the crime. Clyde, with his seasoned demeanor, chimed in with a tale that sparked hope. Together, they created an unexpected bond in this unforgiving place, a flicker of light amidst the swirling darkness. Chapter 3: Bonds Forged in Darkness. In the haze of dim prison lights, Marcus finds solace in the company of Jamila and Clyde. Their shared suffering creates an unshakable bond, navigating the emotional maze of regret and resilience together. Jamila, with fiery determination, opens up about her crime, a moment of heated passion turned tragic. Her story serves as a mirror, reflecting Marcus's own moments of desperation. Clyde, the seasoned storyteller, captivates them with tales from his past, each anecdote intertwined with lessons learned and mistakes made. The lingering sounds of whispered conversations and distant echoes of life outside resonate around them, amplifying both despair and hope. As they swap their stories, the atmosphere shifts. Laughter punctuates the air, momentarily overshadowing the oppressive weight of confinement. Through their vulnerabilities, they forge a fragile camaraderie, discovering that in this darkened reality, connection can light the way. Together, they embrace the whispers of redemption, fueling each other's resolve to reclaim their identities. As the fluorescent lights flicker overhead, Clyde leans in closer to Marcus, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "I'm working on something special," he whispers, drawing Marcus into a world of color amidst the gray prison walls. He reveals his secret project, a mural that captures the stories of the inmates, an emblem of hope and resilience. Intrigued, Marcus feels an old spark reignite within him, the artist he thought he lost to desperation. Clyde sketches out concepts on scraps of paper, the sounds of pencils scratching against the surface, merging with the hum of prison life. The energy in the room shifts, laughter and shared memories fill the air. As they brainstorm, each inmate contributes fragments of their past, moments of joy and regret, transforming pain into purpose. The mural becomes a canvas for their collective healing, a vivid expression of life behind bars, fueling Marcus's yearning to reclaim his identity in a place that once threatened to erase it. Chapter 5: Planning the Mural. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation as sunlight filtered through the prison yard, illuminating the worn concrete walls. Marcus, Clyde, and Jamila gathered under the faint echoes of distant chatter, brainstorming ideas for the mural that would symbolize their shared hopes. Crayons and paint tubes scattered before them as they exchanged visions of freedom and transformation, laughter punctuating the serious undertones of their discussion. Clyde's voice, rich with passion, guided them as he encouraged everyone to pour their stories into the mural. "Art isn't just about colors, it's about truth," he declared, igniting a fire deep within Marcus. The sound of brushes swishing and laughter mingled with the clanking of weights in the exercise yard, creating a symphony of resilience. Amidst the cracks in their lives, they began to shape a vibrant tapestry, a testament to their struggles and aspirations, bonding over the creative process that somehow alleviated the weight of their confinement. Chapter 6: Life Beyond the Walls. As Marcus sits in the dim light of his cell, he reflects on his life before prison. Memories flood back: family gatherings, his mother's laughter, and the vibrant colors of his art studio. These vivid images contrast sharply with the cold, gray surroundings, deepening his longing for freedom. He scribbles in his diary about the small joys he took for granted: the scent of fresh air, the warmth of sunshine, and the freedom to create without restrictions. During group discussions with Jamila and Clyde, they share what they miss most. Jamila recalls the soft touch of her child's hand, while Clyde reminisces about nights spent storytelling around a campfire. Their stories evoke a bittersweet sense of nostalgia, bringing both pain and comfort. Together, they weave a tapestry of lost dreams and shared regrets, reinforcing their bonds and reminding each other that hope still flickers like a candle in the darkness, illuminating their path forward. Chapter 7: Shifting Seasons. As the weather shifts from the crispness of autumn to the chill of winter, so too do the emotional landscapes of the inmates at the prison. Marcus observes the changing leaves outside the barred windows, reflecting on how each season mirrors their personal growth. The sounds of scraping snow shovels blend with the rhythmic clanking of weights in the exercise yard, creating a unique symphony of resilience. New faces emerge, each carrying their own burdens and stories. One inmate, a former teacher named Nina, shares her poignant experience of regret and forgiveness, igniting a spark of hope within the group. During their discussions, laughter breaks the oppressive atmosphere as they recount fond memories of freedom, favorite foods, and family traditions. In Marcus's diary, his longing for redemption deepens, intertwining with newfound connections. The realization that even in the darkest corners, hope can blossom like flowers against the snow becomes a powerful theme, fortifying their resolve to change. Chapter 8: The Catalyst. The monotonous rhythm of prison life was shattered one evening, igniting a storm of chaos within the walls. A sudden surge of shouting echoed through the corridors, the atmosphere thick with tension as inmates clashed, voices intertwining in a cacophony of anger and fear. Marcus felt his heart race, gripping Clyde's and Jamila's hands tightly, seeking solace in their shared anxiety as metal clanged violently around them. In the chaos, the illusion of safety dissipated, revealing raw, unfiltered emotions. Marcus witnessed the primal instinct for survival take over as old rivalries resurfaced, amplifying the sense of desperation. The sounds of a prison in turmoil, sirens blaring, guards shouting orders, and inmates crying out, wrapped around him like a suffocating shroud. As the riot erupted, Marcus grasped the fragile threads of hope he had painstakingly woven, fearing they might unravel in the wake of turmoil. This incident would forever alter the course of their collective journey. Chapter 9: Aftermath of Chaos. The chaotic echoes of the riot lingered like a heavy fog, shrouding the prison in despair. As the dust settled, Marcus sat on the edge of his cot, gripping his diary tightly, overwhelmed by the raw emotions swirling within him. He could still hear the distant shouts and the clang of metal enforcement that shattered their fragile calm. In the dim light of the cell, the air felt thick with fear and anxiety. Clyde gathered the inmates for an impromptu discussion, providing a rare moment for vulnerability. As they shared their fears, the tension began to dissipate, revealing the deep-rooted connections they had forged during their confinement. Marcus listened intently as Jamila spoke of her regrets and longings. It was in this raw exchange that he found clarity, a shared understanding that their journeys, no matter how painful, were intertwined like a web of empathy and resilience, reminding him that hope could still be found in darkness. Support. In the aftermath of the chaos, as the dust began to settle, a flicker of hope emerged with the introduction of an art therapy program. The inmates, wary and skeptical, gathered in the designated workshop, the sound of shuffled feet echoing against cold concrete walls. Marcus watched as Clyde, ever the charismatic storyteller, encouraged everyone to embrace this unique opportunity. The air was thick with uncertainty, but also a palpable curiosity. As the first brushstrokes met canvas, a wave of laughter erupted, cutting through lingering tension. For the first time in weeks, the inmates were reminded of their shared humanity in moments of creativity. As they sketched and painted, the room filled with sounds of camaraderie, paintbrushes swishing, conversations flowing, and fleeting moments of joy. This nurturing environment slowly began to replace the shadows of their pasts, allowing vulnerability to blossom in spaces once filled with despair. Chapter 11. Embracing Creativity. As the sun filters through the small barred windows, casting slanted shadows across the concrete floor, the atmosphere within the art therapy room shifts. Marcus picks up a brush, hesitating for a moment, then immerses himself in color. Clyde guides the group, encouraging each inmate to express their emotions through their artwork. The sound of laughter and light banter fills the air, weaving through the clinks of paint cans and the rustle of paper. Each stroke of Marcus's brush becomes a cathartic release, a vehicle for him to explore his past and envision a brighter future. Jamila, once quiet, vibrantly paints her children, each detail representing her longing and love. In this newfound sanctuary, creativity flourishes. Marcus observes how vulnerability transforms into confidence, unity, and courage. The walls that once confined them now become a tapestry of hope, as inmates breathe life into their experiences, forging connections that transcend their pasts. Chapter 12. Hope on Canvas. As the mural begins to take shape, vibrant colors clash and blend, each brushstroke becoming a testament to the inmates' stories and aspirations. Marcus, once paralyzed by despair, now finds solace in the act of creation. With each stroke, he channels not just his emotions, but also the experiences of his fellow inmates. Clyde's tales of loss, Jamila's fierce love for her children, and the shared memories of laughter and pain. The sound of paintbrushes swishing against the canvas fills the air, accompanied by the joyful banter of newfound camaraderie. The mural evolves into a tapestry of hope, depicting elements of freedom, family, and dreams unrealized yet fervently wished for. Conversations between Marcus and his peers deepen as they explore themes of forgiveness and healing, recognizing that through art they can reclaim their identities. In this moment, within the prison walls, they find a sense of purpose and light that offers a glimpse of redemption. Chapter 13. The Introspection. In the quiet solitude of his cell, Marcus pours his heart onto the pages of his diary, reflecting on the profound journey he has undergone since entering prison. His thoughts drift through memories of despair, intertwined with moments of unexpected joy. Each word serves as a brushstroke, painting a vivid picture of his transformation. He contemplates the emotional toll of incarceration, the weight of regret and the suffocating loneliness, yet finds solace in the friendships he has forged and the art that has breathed life into his spirit. Conversations with Clyde and Jamila echo in his mind, reminding him that true freedom begins within. As he sketches ideas for the mural, Marcus contemplates what freedom really means. It's not merely the absence of bars, but the liberation of the soul from past mistakes. With a deep sigh, he acknowledges the power of creativity as a pathway to healing and a beacon of hope that will guide him into the world beyond the prison walls.